Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, I brought you in a little different position because your boy, for one, feels self-conscious about his weight right now, so probably from now on, this is how you're gonna get videos. Deal with it. I don't care. But I digress. Today, I am bringing to you guys my TBR for the Merry Bookmas Readathon, because it's beginning to look a lot like Bookmas. Books on every shelf. Hey, what is on this ground? That is stopping me. Okay, this hoodie. Bye, hoodie. I am going to move that out of the way real fast. There we go. I have my stack of 12 books right here. And right in front of me, I have our lovely 12 challenges. Now, if you do not know what the Merry Bookmas Readathon is, I will link my announcement and my co-host Melanie's announcement down below. And I hope you guys go check that out and come join us. It's going to be such an entire month of just reading and celebrating the holidays. And also, if you're not Christian and you don't celebrate Christmas, we have a Kwanzaa challenge for you. We have a Jewish Hanukkah. Yeah, Hanukkah. Wow. Sorry. Bahrain. We have a Hanukkah challenge for you. We set this up for you guys to have fun and get those last minute reads into the thing. So, before I get into this lovely stack, I do want to say thank you to everybody who voted on Twitter. I posted a little post on Twitter asking for you guys to vote between 4 overhyped books to go onto this lovely list. For challenge number 10, Do You Hear What I Hear? Y'all will be seeing y'all's winning vote. Do believe it's right her. But it was such neck and neck with another book. I decided why not just do 2 off this list. And all I gotta say is, poor little Truth Witch got 0 votes. Oh, I feel so bad for it. So, let's get into these. Challenge number 1 is Partridge in a Pear Tree. Read a book with either a bird or fruit on the cover, or in its name. And for this, I chose Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, which has a lovely bird right here. I will be buddy reading the Golden Compass series, which is called His Dark Materials, with the lovely Emily from Novell's Novels. Both of us are choosing this book for this readathon, and it should be lots of fun. All I know about this series is it involves humans that have demons, which are like familiars, and something to do with dust. But I know it is one of the most beloved series in England. Excuse me. Which is, it's a middle grade, and it came out around the same time as Harry Potter, and everybody was pitting them against each other. And I'm dying to find out just why. So, book number 2. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, reindeer, reindeer. Read a red book. And for this, I chose the one that came this close to be my overhyped book, and I chose it solely for the fact that my lovely co-host Melanie bought this book for me and sent it my way, and everyone's been raving about this series now that it's over. I'm like, why not at least give it a chance? And that is SycE by Neil Shusterman. All I know is this is a dystopian world where no one dies. No one gets sick. No disease. But no war, no misery. But there's these things called SycEs who get to decide who dies and who lives. I'm actually very intrigued by the premise, and I can't wait to check it out. Doing it just for you, Mel. Just for you. Method. Speaking of Mel, I'm currently messaging with Mel. Okay. Number 3 is Last Bookmas. Give an author a second chance. Cause in the song Last Christmas, it's last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day you threw it away. But instead of choosing an author that I have read and didn't like, I tried to go through this bookshelf and find one, but none of them really popped out. I chose an author who I gave her one of her other books 5 stars, I think, or did I give it a 4.5? It was either 4.5 or 5 stars last year during my first ever contemporary-athon. But I decided I wanted to check out another book by her just to see if it was that book or if it was the author that I love. And everyone raves about this book, or this author, so you can count this as another overhyped book. And that is Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills. I know absolutely nothing about this. I knew nothing about this adventure ends either, and I ended up loving it. So I'm just hoping pattern. I remember someone said something about boy bands and A Midsummer Night's Dream. Other than that, I can't wait to try it out. Next is our Hanukkah themed one. I have a little dreidel made of clay. Think that's how the song goes. I have a little dreidel, which is to read a book that involves a game. Now, this one's kind of bending it a little, but I got this book at the Oklahoma Teen Book Con, and it's kind of based off of a board game and a movie that's based off the board game, and I just want to read it. I have the little cards to do with it, so I'll be playing the game while I read it, and that is In the Hall with the Knife by Diana Petterfreud, which is based off the board game Clue. I also could have chose this for red, but ball's a game. I know nothing about this except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 students get trapped at an academy in the middle of the woods, and their headmaster just falls over dead. This is the first book in a new trilogy, so I'm starting another series, just like SycE and Northern Lights. Usually this month is for ending series, but I'm starting them, so look at me being all back-asswards. But isn't that cover just stunning? Next is I'll Be Home for Bookmas, and read a book in your favorite cozy spot at home, which mine is my bed. And for this, I chose Let It Snow by Maureen Johnson, John Green, and Lauren Miracle. I know this is a 3-part short story collection, and all 3 tie in together and have something to do with a small town. Because I know Waffle House was mentioned as well whenever I erased that, so why not? Winter themed readathon. And I'm wanting to read all of John Green's backlist. I have now read 2 of John Green's books and gave them both 5 stars. So, I actually think I've read 3, because I think I read Will Grayson, but I don't remember. But that'll be like later on our list. But I thought this was a perfect one to get to. And after I read it, I am going to watch the Netflix film. We can see if I like it. And on the flip side of that is, baby, it's cold outside. Read a cozy read. And for this, I chose another overhyped book. But I read her first novel, which is actually behind me, wicked deep. So I will be reading Winterwood by Shea Earnshaw. Wicked Deep was such a cozy read to me because of the atmosphere in it. So to me, I'm hoping that this one gives me similar vibes. Either way, if it doesn't, it's still a stunning book with its cover or not. I know nothing about this except I do believe witches in woods this time. So, next is All I Want for Bookmas Is You. All I want for Christmas is you. Read a romance book or a book that involves friendship. And this book I just got from the library today. I'm gonna assume involves both. It's more romance heavy than it is friendship heavy. But I'm currently reading The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness, which is the 3rd book in the Discovering Witches series. And I'm absolutely loving it. So, I wanted to, when I finish, I wanted to pick up the spin-off novel for the All Souls trilogy, the beginning of that, which is Time's Convert, which is about one of the characters in the Discovering Witches series. Marcus, the son of the main vampire in the other series, and his future love interest, Phoebe, who I already love and adore. And it's their romantic story. And I cannot wait to check it out. And it is just as long. Oh no, it's shorter than the others. It's only 434 pages. Okay, that's 100 pages shorter than the others. I thought it looked a little short. Hope I like it. Next is Happy Kwanzaa. Read a diverse read. Now, I have several books on my shelf that count as diverse, but we all know I'm always drawn to the witches. And the first thing that popped in my head with diverse is Labyrinth Lost by Zoranda Cordova. All I know is this involves Bruja magic, which is Latin-inspired magic. Got this a while back for like 50 cents, and I have been dying to check it out. I also think it has something to do with the Death Day celebration and having to go to the land of the dead and necromancy. I don't know, but I'm super excited! I have heard nothing but good things about this series, and I'm just dying to find out. I like unique takes on witches. And what better unique take than Bruja magic? Which is something I always find fascinating. And I'm hoping this does with the New Age Charmed reboot tried to do. When they said Bruja magic for that, and there's hardly any. I'm hoping this gives me the Bruja magic that that show is lacking. And it's only like 300 and something pages. 315. So I'm super excited! How many times can I say super excited in one video? After that is the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, which is to read a fantasy or a classic, or bonus, read a fantasy classic, which I find this one kind of funny because I chose a retelling, and Melanie for this challenge is choosing the classic that this book is based off of. So I kind of found that funny. But I chose a book because Linda from Linda's Books. I am so getting these channels wrong. I know Linda, Nikki, and like several others. I will link Linda and Nikki down below, but I will definitely link Linda's announcement for the Rambling Readers for October, November, and December. They are reading Lost Boy by Christina Henry, which is a retelling of Peter Pan based off of Captain Hook. I have heard really good things about it, and I wanted to read this in preparations for the live show in January, which I think is January 5th. It's the live show. It's a short read. I actually thought it was going to be longer than it was. And like the first book I showed, this is the British cover. Just because I thought it was prettier than ours. And if I like it, I may order all the rest of her books with the matching covers. Because, like, you've got the silhouette of Peter, and then you've got the hook in front of him. Also know this is a horror fantasy, a horror take on a classic fantasy. See what I did there? That's why I put it in this one. Just saying. Next is Do You Hear What I Hear? Drummer Boy. And that is to read an overhyped book. And you guys have been waiting to find out what won y'all's votes. And drum roll! Please. I'm about to make a lot of people happy with this. I'm a huge fan of her other series, which is on this shelf right here next to Diviners, if anyone knows my shelves. I'm about to make everyone happy. I'm still skeptical going into this because it is a little overhyped. And I happen to have the first one. If I like it, I'll start getting the rest from the libraries, and we'll finish the 7-book series. Or of 8 books. Whatever. And that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I don't feel like I need to tell y'all what this is about. All I know is, because I'm a huge ACOTAR fan, which is based off of Beauty and the Beast, and I know this came about because Sarah was thinking the line, if Cinderella, instead of going to marry the prince, she came to kill the prince. So it's about an assassin warrior chick. And apparently that's about as far as the Cinderella-ness goes. And I cannot wait to read it. Next is Frosty the Snowman. Read a book with a little bit of magic. And for this I chose Landline by Rainbow Rowell, which overhyped author. Wow, this has quite a bit of overhype. I know this is about a couple who are fighting, and the wife mysteriously gets a phone call from her husband in the past. So I'm like, time travel with a phone. So I thought, why not? A little bit of magic. A little bit of magic. And last but not least is I want to wish you a Merry Bookmas and read the group read, which is The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody. Which I hope you guys join us September 21st, 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock Mel's, so 2 o'clock Central, where Jessica Brody will be joining us to answer any questions you have on the group book. And I'm just going to slightly stack my books back up here. If I can grab them. Yeah. 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 And those are the 12 books I will be reading for the Merry Bookmas Readathon. Are you guys joining us? Comment down below and let me know what you're reading for the Readathon. If you've read any of these books, comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Are there any in this stack that you really want to know my opinions on? Let me know. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, might as well hit that subscribe because you know you want more trashy comments about your favorite books. I really hope I like some of these overhyped reads because I feel like I'm going to get attacked if I don't like them. Whatever. But I will. That's all I've got for you guys today. But remember, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Until next time, bye!